Okay, dear colleagues, I'm glad to see you at our webinar. And my name is Alan. I'm the RKeeper 7 and Delivery Project Manager. I'm talking head for this presentation for you today. And let's start. Delivery model. What we want to do in our delivery model. As you can see, we probably want to automate our delivery services. We want to control every stage of our delivery service, and we want to optimize our expenses, our clients' expenses. So we need a reliable solution. We need to reduce our costs, and we need to boost our revenue, and so we need to make our restaurants more recognizable for their clients. What we can do in our DeliveryPOS model, it's kind of rework, kind of facelifting. It has a lot of features that were presented in our previous model, but it has been redesigned, and I'll tell about it later. And basic functions at this moment are integrations with PBX systems like Asterisk or other automation of order receiving processes and order delivery processes. Also, you're able to receive orders by your phone, email, or website. We have also developed a call center scheme to use these models in chains of restaurants. You can use it with our CRM system to enable bonuses and other features of this system. And we also support localization in this scheme, so you can translate it on your language. There were basic functions, but we have some extensions. A delivery agent model, mobile expeditor. You can assign orders to couriers. You can call to customers for details. Also, we can build your route with traffic jams and other details. You can track routes, so you can see where your expeditors at this moment. And you can print receipts upon your order is delivered to the customer. And we also have a web orders model. We call it the basic application interface for delivery. You can make your website or mobile application with this application interface, and you can process online payments. You are able to use a CRM system, discounts and bonuses also. So this is the new order DeliveryPOS form, and as you can see, it's a browser form inside the RKeeper 7 station. It's an embedded browser and the HTML parts inside it. And you can find the client by their phone or name. The system will deduplicate them by their phone. And you are able to add some details of their addresses. So when you work with order, you can create an order before creating any client details. So if they order in at first, you are able to do it and then enter the client details, address, and other data. And you can add a note for a customer or for a customer address or for the whole order. And it will be printed on the invoice with that order. And this is another window. This is another window of our DeliveryPOS system. It's orders list, and as you can see, you can filter orders by date, by status, by order type, and by other fields. You are able to see expired orders, delayed orders, and orders with some kind of errors. Unfortunately, some errors are happening, and our goal is to simplify their resolving. So let's go next slide. And this is a list of orders, and there are two kinds of errors may happen with your order in DeliveryPOS. We divide it in two kinds. It's system errors, something like your order has an error when we try to move it from your call center to one of your restaurants in your chain. And this error will be shown in this area. And the error text is there's no answer from RKeeper 7 and kinda that. You're able to see it in this field and tell the technician to fix it or kinda that. You don't need to see some logs or same stuff. And there are another kind of problems with your order. We call this the usual processing problems, something like delayed orders or expired orders, and they will be colored red or pink color. And you'll see it in this list. Also, you can filter by the statuses, ready orders, or waiting orders. So this is the order list window. Two previous slides are showing us the front-end part, which is accessible to your cashiers or operators. There's also a back-end part, which is accessible to dealers and also for operators and other stuff. This is the administrator workplace. This is also a web part of DeliveryPOS, but it's also accessible via usual web browser, as you can see. And you're able to change configuration and see some errors which happened with your order processing. Also, you'll be able to see some kind of problems with the environment on this page. I mean, delivery server or CRM7 inaccessibility or cache server faults and so on. So here we can see the delivery admin and the work log with kind of errors, and as you can see, there are configuration errors, something like there's no IP address for delivery server in central office, head office as we call it. Or there are system errors like there's no answer from RKeeper 7 system, connection refused, so you'll need to configure your link between cache server and DeliveryPOS server. Also, you can filter the errors here and find them by your restaurant and other criteria. Delivery zones. As you can see, you are able to draw the delivery zones in Delivery Zones editor. On this slide, there's Yandex Maps, but we also do support Google Maps for drawing, but we need to actualize this information. I think that Nikolai will help us after our presentation part. And as Maria wrote, we're really waiting for your questions in the appropriate section of our webinar. So delivery zones are configurable zones for your restaurant's delivery addresses. There are several rules, and one restaurant may be included in one zone multiple times with, for example, various working hours or some other criteria. Zone is assigned automatically to your restaurant. A restaurant will be assigned for your order automatically based on the zones you drew earlier in Delivery Zone Editor. system requirements for the system. So here you can see that delivery server requires at least Intel Core i3 and at least 8 gigabytes of memory. So it requires a fast hard disk or a solid state drive, because it intensively uses a disk to work with the database. The database is still Firebird server. And the delivery manager, much more lightweight solution. It works with a POS station with the RKeeper 7, and it requires the same hardware that the RKeeper 7 station. Just to run the RKeeper 7 station and to run the embedded browser, we use Chromium embedded framework in our solution. And here we can see the single restaurant scheme of deployment of our DeliveryPOS product. As you can see, the additional modules for delivery are the DLV serve. It's a main DeliveryPOS server, which runs other modules if they are required, and a CRM7, because we need to store our client's database in CRM7 system. Also, you'll need to install the database server like Firebird server, and that's all. If you need some kind of integration with PBX systems, the ATE systems on this slide, you'll need to install our SIP module or SIP client, or you'll need to configure your PBX system to send the caller ID request to our cache station, and you'll be able to find the client before you receive this call. This slide describes the integration with PBX systems with phones like soft phones or kind of that. First, you can integrate with the caller ID functionality. You can use the API, which provides an ability to send the caller ID inside the RKeeper 7 station. So the operator or the cashier will see a message that there is an incoming call, queued incoming call. And if you press this button in order editing window, you'll be forwarded into the DeliveryPOS web form with the client found in the CRM7 system, or you'll be able to create a new client with that number which you sent with PBX automatization, or you're able to install our SIP client module. It handles both SIP control requests and SIP audio streams, so you are able to use it as a fully functional SIP phone, and you'll need no other SIP phones installed. I think we'll be able to provide some demo, but later. And at this moment, we've tested these integrations with Manga and Megaphone PBXs in Russia. So you're able to use cloud-hosted PBX solutions to integrate them with the DeliveryPOS to find clients by caller ID and other criteria. So you'll be able to call them when you need to correct your order or something like that. So we saw this scheme later. And this scheme shows how to use delivery agent and delivery web orders in a single restaurant. And think what I forgot to tell you later is that you can use the Lite RKeeper 7 cache station without license to create the delivery orders and to handle them, to use it as an operator application without order creation, except for delivery. Okay, I think there's no questions for this slide. The next slide is more complicated scheme of call center scheme, in which there are multiple restaurants involved, and we have one restaurant that we call head office to handle all the requests, all the orders coming to our call center. After an order accepted in a call center or head office, it will be transferred to other restaurants. The system will determine restaurant by delivery zone or other parameters, and this order will be transferred to that restaurant, and you'll be able to see it in the orders list form. And if there are any errors on the order way to the restaurant, you'll be able to see them in order list also. So that was the quick representation of our DeliveryPOS product, and now I'll tell you about our future plans. We need to integrate with the RKeeper Cloud CRM system. It's the cloud-based system, which probably will tell you later about it. Orders history. So you'll be able to see the client's orders history and to track it. Blacklists. So you'll be able to put a client address or a phone number in a blacklist, like it was in delivery desktop modules. Mobile applications for guests. It's a kind of white label application. So your clients will be able to make an order from a separate mobile application. No need to call or visit your website. Orders heat map. This is a report. It was present in our previous product, Delivery Desktop, and we'll need to move it to our DeliveryPOS. And missed calls handling. At this moment, we have no queued road to handle missed calls, and we'll work on it. So you'll be able to see all your missed calls and recall or take another action in order to do not miss your client and make an order. That's all I wanted to say to you. Thanks a lot.